admiring this work of art known as the 2019 High School Football Journal, produced by me and Dalton and some other people. Welcome in. Hey, we're back. It's the DJournalPreps Football Preview Show. We did this last year. This year we're doing a little different. This is a Facebook Live thing, but if you miss any of it, go back and watch the replay, or check it out at DJournal.com. It'll be up there later. John Luke McCord behind the camera, furrowing his brow. I don't know why. Everything's square, John Luke?
We're all square. Hope we're not shaky.
Well, can do nothing about that. So yeah, welcome into the first show of the season. It's week 1 of high school football. Dalton, you pumped?
I'm very pumped. Thursday, Friday, Saturday for college.
Shaune, you pumped? I hope so.
Ready, baby. Let's go.
This is Shaune Holiday. You may know him, head coach of the Tupelo Christian Eagles, Class 1A school, and we are here on the TCPS campus inside his lovely field house to have him as a special guest on this very first episode. And just in case you haven't seen this show before, basically what we do is we pick some games to talk about, break them down, and then we make predictions. Now, we're going to change it up a little bit this year. We're going to look at 5 games, but really focus on one. It's the DJournalPreps Game of the Week. We put out a Twitter poll the other day, and the fans voted, and so you'll find out what the Game of the Week is when we get to it. So thanks for joining us, and we're going to start things off. Oh, by the way, do I look comfortable?
You look comfortable, Brad.
This is very comfortable couch you got here, Shaune. I'm a big fan of it. So Shaune, let's talk about your team and the season coming up. You get things going Thursday
Thursday night.
First game of the year around here, hosting Tishomingo County, his alma mater. It's a little extra motivation.
It is. It's going to be a big night. You know, your first game is always exciting, but then when for the first time in school history you're playing a 4A team,
Yep.
and it just happens to be my old school, that kind of adds a little bit to it. So yeah, it's going to be a big night, a lot of fun.
Yeah, the matchup is, of course, 1A versus 4A. That's a mismatch a lot of times. I think y'all can hang with them personally. I mean, Tishomingo County, let's just be blunt. They haven't had very good records in recent years. I think they won 2 games last year, but still, Shaune, it's a 4A school. They're going to be bigger than y'all pretty much across the board. And your best, counter attack is your speed, which y'all have plenty of, don't you?
We do. We've been blessed with a lot of speed, and what people don't realize, we've gotten a lot bigger too.
Sure.
You know, our kids have gotten bigger, and like you say, we've been fortunate in the past couple of years when we went back into division. We've had to play the Smithvilles, the Okalonas,
Yeah.
Biggersville, Hollandale, Simmons every year. So if you're ever going to play a 4A team, after playing those teams every year,
Yeah.
this is a great way to start the season.
Yeah, and a win obviously would be big for y'all, even though it's not a division game.
Yeah.
It doesn't count there, but confidence-wise and everything. But what's made this matchup even more interesting, Shaune, is unfortunately some key players
Wow.
are out
Yeah.
for both teams. For you, Josh Berry,
Yeah.
who ran for 900 yards last year,
Yeah.
He's got a broken collarbone.
He had a successful surgery yesterday. Thank
Okay,
God.
well, good. He just was coming back from an ACL he tore at the end of last season, and then he broke the collarbone last Friday in the Jamboree. The same day, in an intra-squad scrimmage, Tishomingo County running back Brian Scales broke his collarbone.
Yep.
So he's out. He was supposed to be the starter tailback. And on Monday, probably the best player on Tishomingo County's offense, Shelton Oaks, he suffered some kind of weird back injury, some nerve damage or something. So anyway, he's out. So you got three of the best players that should be on the field won't be, but I don't think it really diminishes the matchup because again, it's historic for y'all. It's it's the season opener.
It is. Well, and number one, please keep all those kids in your prayers. Number two, it's football.
Yeah.
Those things happen, and it's kind of, we've taken the mentality of next man up.
Yeah.
The good thing is we know we'll get Josh back
Right.
later on in the season. So now we just got to go out and see who's going to step up to fill that role while he's out.
Yeah.
And we've got some guys that I feel are very capable of stepping up, filling that role.
And this puts a little more onus on the quarterback, who was also your son, Kyle Holiday. Now he can run the ball a little bit too now.
Yeah, just a
So
little bit.
you'll have some guys that can run it.
We
won't
do.
you?
Like I say, we've been blessed to have guys that can run pretty well. And what we do a lot of times, is motion stuff and all different kind of stuff. And I guess you could say we're kind of a pass first team anyway.
Right.
So, we'll spread it out. We'll do all that other stuff. But like I said, we've got guys that are ready to step up to run the ball. So I don't really worry about that.
This kind of game is what's can really prepare you for division. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. Pound for pound, Division 2-1A is probably the toughest in the state.
It's the SEC West of high school football, brother.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. When you take the defending state champs, Nanawaya, Noxapater, who finished second to them, Fritz Camp, who finished third, then you take Okalona, Smithville, and TCPS and put them all in one division. You're taking 6 playoff teams
Yeah.
with only 4 slots available this year.
Yeah.
So you'll have you could have a winning record and be sitting at home and not make the playoffs.
Yeah. Tough division.
Yeah.
Dalton, you have anything? As I usually do, I kind of hog the conversation.
No, I'm good right now.
You good?
I'm good right now.
Dalton just chilling.
Why are you even here, Dalton? Just kidding. All right, so that's the first card. Oh,
Good
I
shot.
almost got you, John Luke. Okay, let's look at the games to watch. We're going to have 4 games to watch. Well, 5 total. The 5th one will be the game of the week. First game to watch, we just talked about it, Tisch County at TCPS. Kind of that size versus speed matchup. So, Dalton, let's get straight to the predictions with the winner and score. You first.
I'm gonna go with TCPS as the winner. I think just the speed is what's gonna hurt Tisch County. It's gonna be a few extra big plays. It's gonna be low scoring this first week. There's gonna be penalties. There's gonna be mistakes. I'm going 21-7 TCPS.
21-7 TCPS. I also will pick TCPS to win. I think you may see a little more offense. I'll say 28-19 TCPS. And Sean's presence here has nothing to do with how we pick these games.
Oh, I wanted to pick Tisch County in a blowout just to see what his reaction was. He's sitting next to me, but
game number 2, Pontotoc at Houston. I always like this one as a season opener. Both these teams, though, are going to be breaking in new quarterbacks. Dalton, and I was actually texting Jeff Carter, the Pontotoc coach, earlier this week. They've had like a 3-man competition. He doesn't know yet who his starter is, so it's going to be a week-to-week thing. Game time decision, he said. Houston, I think they're set with the Red Balford kid, last I heard.
Red Parker,
I'm sorry. I don't know where I got Balford from. Red Parker. And, they've got some weapons back, and they got that defense led by Rich Alford. So this game will be at Houston. Prediction.
I'm going to go Houston 14-7. I think Houston returns, 10 out of their 11 starters on defense. Pontotoc has not sure on the quarterback. They're not sure on the offensive line. They don't have many guys coming back there. I think Rich Alford, Michael Doe, Allen Robertson.
Yeah.
That's 44 sacks coming back from last year. I think they're going to have a game.
All right, I will as well go with Houston. I will say 24-7. So that's game number 2. Game number 3. Oh boy, this is going to be a good one. West Point at Horn Lake, reigning 5A champ 3 years in a row. West Point against the reigning 6A champ Horn Lake. So that's a clash of the Titans, if you will. I don't know a lot about what Horn Lake has coming back. I know they have the Josiah Hayes kid on defense. He's really good. Defensive line, I think he's an Ole Miss commit.
We have 2 Ole Miss kids on the defense.
Yeah. But West Point going to be West Point. They got Brandon Harris back to run the show, and they're always going to be tough on offense. So once at Horn Lake, I don't know, Dalton. It's tough to pick against West Point. I'm going to do it anyway. Don't hate me, Chris Chambliss. I'm going to go Horn Lake 13-12.
I'm going to go West Point. West Point has faced the D1 defensive lineman before.
True. And
Brandon Harris I think they're going to be able to control the ball. I think they're going to win 20-12.
Okay. All right, you finally made a different pick, Dalton. We have a history of making the
Where's
same
the
picks.
quarter?
We retired it last year.
We ditched the quarter, so
We decided to be men and just
we get all accountability now.
so now people can hate on us. South Panola at Tupelo, former division rivals, now split into 2 different divisions after realignment. Tupelo breaking in a new quarterback, Jake Ware, but we like what we've seen so far of him. But still, at South Panola, they got Janari Dean, ran for 2,000+ yards last year. So who you got?
I'm actually going to go with Tupelo.
Ooh.
After what I saw with them against Amory last week, I was impressed. I like them more than what I thought they were going to be. And I think they're going to be able to contain Janari Dean a little better. Jake Ware, they're not going to be so one-dimensional with Jake Ware back there as they were when all the quarterbacks were injured last year.
Yeah.
I got them winning 21-14.
Okay. I'm going to go with South Panola. I have a hard time picking against Ricky Woods. I'll say 16-14. That's my pick. Okay. Here we go, Dalton. The game of the week, as voted on by you, the fans, on Twitter. Corinth at Shannon. A couple of 4A teams here. Dalton, this is where we do the keys to the game. 3 keys to the game. Okay. Corinth to Shannon. Key number 1, can Shannon at least slow down Corinth's wing T attack? Shaune, I don't know if you've ever faced a wing T.
Yes.
How difficult is it
It's
to
very
prepare?
difficult because it's not something you see every week.
Right.
You know, and then with the running backs that Carren has to go along with that wing T, it's going to be tough on Shannon. But I know Coach Carter will have those guys ready.
Yeah.
But like you say, you only prepare for that once a year, if that.
Right.
So it's going to be tough to prepare for. And it's hard to practice for something
Right.
when you don't have a quarterback or running backs that are normally running that offense.
Exactly. And Dalton, DT Sheffield, the quarterback, passed and ran for over 1,000 yards. Tam Patterson had 1,800 yards rushing.
Something like that.
And they DT might throw the ball even a little bit more this year. So I mean, that offense could end up being one of the best in the state.
Yeah, I saw him have success throwing the ball last year, especially in that game against Tupelo. I think he was 9 of 11 passing for over 100 yards, and that success. I mean, kind of caught them off guard, but he can sling it a little bit.
Didn't Carret beat Horn Lake in the Jamboree?
They sure did. Corinth beat Horn Lake. Now it's a jamboree, but still, it's impressive.
Well, they have that wing T, and they bring back Tam Patterson, DT Sheffield. They also bring back 3 or 4 of those offensive linemen from last year that they ran for almost 350 yards. So.
Yeah, exactly. So that wing T, man, it's a bear to deal with. Key number 2, Shannon's got a new quarterback. Travius Shannon, a sophomore, first-year starter. Now, of course, they had Jordan Gillian was there for 4 years as starter. So they got Contravius Shannon coming in. He's played the position for years, but first year as a starter, he's going up against a defense that's can be pretty good at times, and they're actually going to tweak things a little bit. They're going to run this 3-3-5 stack a good bit, try to get more pressure in the backfield, and they're going to sit Carter Bonds and all those guys on a green quarterback like
Right. Well, Jordan Gillian started for them for 4 straight years, and then Eric Rogers played a lot of quarterback for him last year at the Wildcats. So,
Sure.
This kid's coming in basically. He might have played the position, but I don't doubt he's ever taken a varsity snap. If he did, I didn't see it.
Not a quarterback.
Yeah, so that's going to be rough going against a good defense like that, especially against a team that can run the ball so well and can score so easily.
Yeah, exactly. So, good luck to him.